Hello everyone, back for tuning into the fourth installment of the GWV Christmas Countdown. So here we go again, so I'll bring you more Christmas data, and we're now up to update number 4, probably about 20 or something. So I shall get on with your full Christmas update in a moment, just to say that it's been a busy old day at GWV today. We started off 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We released the 11th, epic 11th winter update. Check that one out, it runs to an hour, it's unbelievable, so have a look at all the data we've got in that. And we was live just a few minutes ago at 6 p.m. with our Sunday live stream. So we discussed the 11th winter update. We did a 10 to 14 there, and on top of all of that, showed some long range as well. So please check out all of today's videos, streams, content, whatnot. And thank you so much to everybody for doing that. Thank you so much to Richard for the amazing Christmas updates gift. Thank you so much, Rich. I love it. It's like a Christmas card scene. Thank you so much, my friend. Unbelievable. Right, okay, let's move over to Betacella.fr and have a look at the latest CFS run. So, just to say that we're only looking for trains at the moment. It's too far away, much too far away, actually, to be able to give you the weather for Christmas. So we're just looking to try and find a train within the model. We haven't got a train yet, but if we see the same scenario cropping up time and time again, then we will be able to say that we've got a train. The only thing is, of course, but just because you have a train doesn't necessarily mean it's the right train. So sometimes you can get the wrong train, but we don't have a train to update. The last update was cold for Christmas with risk of some snow showers. However, the updates before that were not overly so. We're looking at CFS B212 run, same as we do with all of the other updates, and therefore we can start making a direct comparison back to previous updates. Right, okay, so that's pretty much everything I've got to tell you, I think. So we're going to begin, so we're looking like at the early to mid to late December period to early January, around the Christmas period, see if we can find a trend. Right, so starting off on the 1st of December, we've got high pressure sitting to our southwest, and we're bringing in a southwesterly wind here. So looking relatively dry and mild as we begin December. And meteorological winter there. Now, as we run through, what's going on there? As we run through, we find that as we go through the opening days of December, what's happening? Why isn't that working? That overlay, that rollover should be working. There you go. Oh, okay, it's starting to work now. So we find that, I don't know what's going on there. We find that the high pressure sort of slips southwards, but centred over France and the continent, no pressure to the north. So looking very mild to start December, outbreaks of rain in the north and in the west too. As we go beyond that, further on into the end of the first week of December, a little bit colder there, a little bit of a cold snap from the northwest, but not overly so. Again, high pressure centre more or less to south, low pressure out to northwest. This is all looking quite mild and Atlantic driven through the first half of December, albeit turning increasingly wet and windy perhaps as we head toward the middle part of the month. So we're into mid-December now. We're looking quite unsettled with spells of rain, a little bit colder too, possibly colder, some hail snow in the north. But again, everything's all driving in from the Atlantic. It's still the basic scenario of high pressure over the continent, over France, Spain and whatnot. Low pressure is up towards Greenland, Iceland, and in between you bring in the southwesterly wind. So up to 20th of December, not much in the way of cold weather doing on this fourth winter update. Right, we're approaching Christmas now, looking quite unsettled there on the 22nd of December, wet and windy, maybe cold, a few wintry showers following that into Scotland. High pressure of the eve of Christmas Eve again to our southwest, so that keeps the wind in from west or southwesterly direction, looking mild there. As we move to the Christmas period, that is Christmas Eve, looking very mild on this full Christmas update with winds coming in from west-southwest direction. Again, high pressure down towards France and Spain. It has been throughout December on this update. Low pressure around Greenland, Iceland. In between, we've got those southwest winds. So that is a classically mild Christmas Eve, albeit with outbreaks of rain on a weather front pushing eastwards. So as we go into Christmas Day, we are seeing outbreaks of rain pushing across the country, clearing away for Christmas Day to leave us with a colder run of northwesterly winds. So actually we turn colder there on Christmas Day. Probably colder for shower to turn wintry up in the north, and it's something that can give quite a bit of snow to Scotland in particular. Probably not much down in the south, rain, showers, wintry shower pats down in the south, but it will feel quite cold in those strong northwesterly winds. So rather chilly Christmas Day after a mild Christmas Eve. Then into Boxing Day, well, overnight from Christmas night into Boxing Day. We get a bit of a northerly gale setting up, actually, so this could become really quite cold overnight, Christmas Day to Boxing Day. Gale force winds, maybe severe gales down the east coast from quite a long way north, so it is kind of thing that can bring snow, particularly to northern and western areas, exposed to that northwest wind, and into Boxing Day, so the wind turning into a direct northerly, so that is a cold Boxing Day. Snow showers in the north and in the east in particular, quite stormy with that as well. Now we go beyond that and we find that high pressure starts reaching in across the country, so a couple of days after Boxing Day, 27th, 28th December, turning drier but cold still under this area of high pressure, this ridge of high pressure that would deliver overnight frost, and then low pressure coming back in perhaps as we start to approach the new year. I've got a bit of high pressure up over Scandinavia. So as this low pressure coming into the cold air, that might deliver some snow as it moves into that cold air. It is struggling to push the mild air through. Right, approaching New Year and low pressure is taking over. So this is starting to drag milder air in from off the Atlantic by New Year's Eve. Certainly to the south, where it's probably still quite cold in the north and the northeast, so it could be some snow New Year's Eve up there, but in the south and the southwest I expect it's turning milder with the wind back in from the west, so snow turning back to rain then. And then we get into the new year itself, still looking quite unsettled with low pressure never all that far away. Heights are continuing to try and build just to our northeast, you'll notice, which is quite interesting. But through the first week of January, we just keep the low pressure coming in from the west, from the Atlantic. Unsettled into the first half of January, but outbreaks of rain, not particularly cold, though there is a bit of blocking up to the north, but generally January is looking quite mild there, with lots of low pressure being spells of rain. Maybe going a little bit cold into the second half of the month as low pressure starts to shift away to the eastern winds pulling to the north, but it's not supported by any particularly notable blocking, and so therefore excuse me, will probably just be a cold snap rather than a prolonged cold spell setting up. But we are well beyond Christmas now, so we shall not go any further. Right, so that's the fourth update done. What do we make of that one? Well, certainly most of December looks mild there, but we do get a little bit of a cold snap for Christmas Day and Boxing Day, quite stormy with that as well. And then we're back into milder conditions as we go into the new year. But yes, you have to say this is probably another cold Christmas, but we see here, albeit much less so than the third update, and in a very different way that's delivered. So we have to say we haven't got a trend yet, I don't think. And so therefore, more runs are going to be needed. And we're going to be doing our fifth Christmas update again on Wednesday, after Wednesday's live stream. And then after that, they will start getting more frequent. So fifth Christmas update coming up on Wednesday. Keep checking back to the channel for all of our updates and content. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to tell friends about Gaz, what this shows everybody to do about, and shows Richard for our amazing Christmas updates gift. And for the fourth Christmas update, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.